How's it going, guys? It's Mitch here with Century 21 in Peterborough. I'm here with Jeff Brown, sales rep with Floortrends. Jeff, what are we going over today?
Today we're going to look at comparisons of wood look flooring.
In real wood
And real wood options.
And wood imitation
And
flooring.
wood imitation flooring.
Awesome. All right, guys, so first question. Solid hardwood versus engineered hardwood. What's the difference?
So the main difference between solid and an engineered hardwood is solid hardwood is true consistent hardwood all the way throughout. You get one solid piece of timber milled to give you a tongue and groove system to be able to install your flooring. So here is a solid. As you guys can see, it is a solid piece of wood, tongue and groove system on either side to allow your installation. An engineered option, there's a couple different types of engineered options out there nowadays, with varying levels of thickness, varying levels of veneer finish. This option here is a true 3/4 inch, so you're getting the same thickness as a solid hardwood. Traditionally, solid hardwoods are 3/4 inch overall thickness. This engineered option, as you can see, is made up of plywood cores with a veneer finish on top. Again, 3/4 inch overall thickness. This thickness on engineered products do vary quite significantly. Like this is a product called another engineered option, but it's a click system. A little bit easier for DIYers, but it's a different system made up of a plywood backing, high density fiber core, and hardwood veneer on top.
Why didn't we continue on with this old full thickness hardwood, and why did this second option need to be created?
Because engineered is a little bit more resistant to the moisture sensitivity that solid hardwood is. Again, it's not bulletproof, but this was designed for basements and areas below grade to give you a wood visual throughout those areas.
This tradition, like the full thickness hardwood, has a lot of issues with expansion and contraction to do with moisture, right?
Very sensitive to moisture, especially in the Canadian climate when you're getting high humidity levels in the summertime, you're getting low humidity levels in the wintertime, so it does require a lot of maintenance.
And what it equates to if you don't follow that maintenance is
you have problems with your floor, whether it be cupping, it's swelling across the width, or you get what's called checking, which is actually cracking on the finish layer of your hardwood, and it gives you an unsightly finish.
Okay, and then so how does the engineer differ in the way it reacts to moisture?
The engineered option, because it is made up of a plywood core laid in opposite directions, so what that allows for is the wood to resist swelling. You're going to be able to resist higher humidity levels with an engineered product. Again, this is not 100% bulletproof to moisture, it is just better scenario than the solid hardwood.
Yeah, and we're not talking about moisture in the sense of bulk water, like a big spill from your a fridge or something. This
Flood situation.
Yeah, this is more so day-to-day indoor humidity, moisture content, expansion and contraction issues, right? Which do you sell more of and why?
Well, what we're getting more into is definitely more engineered. A, because it's a fairly newer product and maintenance is a lot lower on it. It's very, very difficult for a person to do 1,600 square feet on the main floor of their house and monitor it year round all the time. So it's a lot of management, it's a lot of maintenance. So whereas with the engineered option, the people are finding that it is a little bit easier to maintain. One thing that's good about this lakefront properties, places on water, you can like where you will have a high intensity moisture level just coming from the lake or the river wherever you're on. So solid hardwood doesn't always react to those situations. So one of the bigger reasons too, its moisture sensitivity, its maintenance, is that we're getting wider boards nowadays.
Yeah,
so
for sure.
Mitch, you'll know that everything is going bigger, whether it be
wide
tile, whether it be laminate, hardwood.
6 inch, 8 inch.
Exactly. So hardwood nowadays is getting up to 7, 8, 9 inches wide boards. Solid hardwood is not the best option for that because if you go too wide with it, a little bit of moisture will make extreme cupping, and you have failures with your floor.
For sure. So if you want the wide plank look,
you want the wide plank,
you're steering towards engineered.
Has to be engineered.
Yeah,
it has to be for sure.
Okay. Keep it brief here for everybody. Let's just talk about the DIY options because a lot of this stuff traditionally is nail down or staple down, very labor intensive, some specific tools and some specific skill sets. What are the options for people who want the hardwood look but they don't want to pay for install?
A good hardwood option nowadays is another engineered option that they made. It's called the click system. It has a plywood backing, high density fiber core, and a true hardwood veneer on top. A lot of people mistake it for laminate, but it is, that top layer is a true hardwood veneer made of maple, red oak, ash, whatever it is.
Yeah, so if I see that sample, the reason people are mistaking it for a laminate is because that core
Because of that core, absolutely.
is made of the fiber instead of the plywood.
Exactly.
But the top is actually real hardwood,
That is
and
a true
that's
hardwood.
the defining factor that makes it an engineered hardwood rather than a laminate.
Absolutely,
Yeah.
absolutely. This is the real McCoy right there. But what's easy about this stuff is it is a click system, so you can just click it in and go. Normally, it does require an underlayment underneath it if you
Yep.
are going with the click system.
Yep.
Or there'd be a foam core. There's a million and one different underlayments out there nowadays. But what you can do is, this will just allow you to click over top of your existing flooring, whereas both is 3/4 inch engineered and the solid hardwood option. Both require nail down applications. And a good installer.
So let's go back quickly to wrap it up here. The last thing you mentioned is this is a floating system. The way it
Floating
clicks,
system.
it's floating, so you can install it over an existing, say, a ceramic tile floor without ripping the tile out.
Providing that your existing flooring that you're going over top of is structurally sound and secure, yes, I wouldn't see a problem
And
going
there's
over top
so
of it.
definitely some big, disclaimers on that one. You really want to take caution to understand the integrity of your tile and your subfloor below. But it is possible that people are doing it, putting these click system and floating floors over top of existing tile flooring or other types of flooring.
Yeah, or you use sheet vinyl flooring, or something that's properly bonded. But again, with any flooring system, you're only as good as what you go over top of, right? So you gotta have something structurally sound. But as long as that meets all the criteria, I wouldn't see a problem clicking this over top of the existing flooring.
Awesome. Well, I think that wraps it up for our initial hardwood intro. So thanks for watching, guys, and keep an eye out for the rest of our videos from this segment. Thanks, Jeff.
Thank you.